Kuzu Songpolo Universe. Welcome to episode 3 of Mindfulness is Creativity. While there are so many factors or reasons for preventing us to become more creative or that kills or discourages creativity in us to rise, I would like to explore today one factor or one reason, which is fear, Fear, fear. But before we do that, I would like to share that starting from today, I like to begin every episode of Mindfulness is Creativity by introducing or by reminding the objectives of this very great talk show and also the objective of my book, Creativity Time to Count Again. Well, I have two objectives and at two different level. The first one is at my level at in my own space. I hope to encourage and inspire my fellow Bhutanese to become more creative because that seems to be the need of the hour of our country. We need at this point in time creativity in all areas of our life and our work. Other objective is at a humanity level, in which is to help humanity to enter into a new era known as creativity evolution. And presently, since last 70,000, according to Yuval Noah Harari, we are supposed to be in what he called as the cognitive revolution era. And how I intend to or aspire to take humanity to a new era known as creativity evolution is by taking creativity to the masses, by busting the myth that creativity is only for few select or few gifted or for few chosen ones. So this will make creativity as a mainstream human competency, and during which our world or our planet will be transformed into what we today call as Shangri-La or Bayville, wherein prosperity will be the norm, dignity will be universal, and poverty or poor people becomes a thing of past, much like the dinosaurs of history today. Well, I know this is a really a big dream, but together we can achieve this dream. Let's talk about fear. Yes, fear is a human emotion, and it is fear that protects us from danger. So fear is very necessary for human survival. But when it comes to creativity, fear can be its enemy. But before we delve into that, let us have a common understanding on what we mean by creativity. Of course, every individual will have a different definition or understanding of creativity depending upon his or her context. But for this session, I think it would be better that we have a common understanding. So for this session, I propose that let us agree that creativity is when one tries to come up with a new idea or wants to do something new in a new way, or in other words, be out of box. So under such circumstances, the fear emotion comes into play. For instance, what I mean is, let's say I come up with a new idea and I want to act upon it, but then because of, I started to get fear that what if I fail, or what if other people make a judgment on me saying that, oh, his idea was stupid, or what if even if I put into action, nobody will accept this, so it will be rejected. Yeah, and then also the fear of being wrong. So basically, fear comes in a different forms, like fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, and fear of being wrong. So these are types of the forms of fears that actually prevents us to be more creative. So today in this talk, let us try to agree that that creativity is actually not killed by lack of ideas. I think we have ideas, but it is killed by fear, as we have just highlighted above. So today, one thing that we can do is to together realize and understand and accept that we should overcome the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, fear of being wrong when starting a new idea or new project. So instead of all these fears, let us start acting upon anything that is new, anything that you find is interesting, anything that you have invented, or anything that you have created. Let's just go for it. Even if it fails, I think it's okay, because at least you would have already gained, because you have made an attempt. You have made a first attempt. So once you have made a first attempt, the second attempt will be much easier. So you have anyway will be benefiting. So to start with, wherever you are, in whatever context, depending upon the relevance. I would like to suggest that start speaking up if it is in a meeting, submit or share if you have a new idea, or start an initiative even though you feel that it is a very small initiative. Or finally, what I'd like to suggest is don't wait for that perfect clarity or perfect moment or for your idea to be perfect, because if you wait for that, then again you are delaying your creativity. So to end with, let us end with a 24-hour fearless challenge. This is my challenge to you all. Choose an idea, or if you don't have an idea, create one new idea, whatever it may be, and then try to act on it within next 24 hours. How do you act on it? You can act on it by speaking about it with your friends, your colleagues, your family, writing about it. And if it is something, an idea that you can try, test it, try it, and then of course you share it. Let us just do it. Just create it and be a creativist. God inshallah, and thank you, and see you tomorrow. Or I mean, not necessarily tomorrow. See you next time in our 4th episode. Thank you, and Rashid Alek.